Bokeh is for lazy people. Super sunny. Well, I have a problem here because I'm vlogging in an airport area again, so there are lots of planes going above me. We're gonna be having some fun with the noise today. In today's photography 101, I want to talk about bokeh. Yes, interesting topic, eh? Because everybody loves bokeh, but I would like to make a statement. Bokeh is for lazy people. Right, why would I make such a statement about bokeh? Because, you know, even I myself sometimes, yes, I like bokeh, I like creamy things, but it's not as important as one may think, simply because, you know, you have to do it for artistic reasons, not for the sake of, you know, just do it for because of you want to see the bokeh behind you. I'm going to tell you a few reasons why you don't really want bokeh sometimes, and yeah, just like now. Reason number one, well, before my eyes go blind with this massive sun right next to me, is that if you're in a location just like this, you know, like you want the context, you want to show your audience or viewer of your photo where exactly it is, and in that case you really want to minimize the use of bokeh too much. You can have subject isolation, but not just like shoot everything wide open while blur everything out in the back, because otherwise you're gonna miss everything behind me at the moment. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? You know, I just cannot imagine how lovely it is today. And secondly, you know, and if you want to do a storytelling photos or storytelling video, by isolation or having too much of isolation can also create problem as well, because you cannot see what's going on behind, you know me. And yeah, I'm always talking behind because bokeh is usually behind me, or sometime in the foreground, but it's not mostly behind. Yeah, this is very important to know, because if you actually go on to see any Hollywood movies, for instance, you know, how many scenes or what's the percentage of a scene that you see in the movie are actually complete blown out, you know, in terms of background? Not many, because, you know, they spend so much money scouting this location for filming, and then, you know, they have all the sets that they spend all the money decorating and things like that. They want to show that, and yeah, that's why, you know, they never really does, you know, isolate the subject too well, and also they will use all kinds of techniques to actually draw attention to the subject itself, such as leading line and lighting and shadow and things like that, to shape it rather than using bokeh. Reason number three, bokeh can be very distracting. Yeah, you heard that right. And well, you can imagine if in a scene where you want to highlight the subject, you know, about, you know, whatever they're doing, you blow out the background with lots of lovely bokeh balls. Problem is, if you have a lot of colors and also flashy lights behind, and once you've blown out the bokeh balls, and you can imagine that you're having the subject sitting in front of a very busy looking Christmas tree, have all these lights flashing around, and imagine for the viewers what they're going to look at the subject or look at the lights. You know, the lights will actually draws a lot of attention away from this subject itself. So when you use bokeh, you have to use it for creative reason, but not for the sake of having just bokeh because it looks nice. And yeah, it can be very, very distracting, especially in videos, because it's just having these motions going on next to the subject. It can be very, very horrible. And to me, I like it rather stills, and maybe even just minimize the bokeh ball a little bit so to make it less distracting. And yeah, that's why. Well, don't get me wrong though, I mean, I do like bokeh, and bokeh is nice and creamy and things like that. I do enjoy that, but don't forget one thing. The fact is, bokeh has always been a byproduct of a fast lens. If you look at the older photography, if you look at them and look at all the photographs and you study the settings and everything like that, none of them were shot, or most of them weren't shot at wide open in bright daylight. You know, most of them would stop down at 5.6, 6.3. Street photography at f8, 811, you know, because of the zone focusing technique. And only when the sun's starting to go down, when you're limiting by the speed of the film, like mostly 400, 800, even if you shoot black and white pushing 2 stops at 16, 30, 200, you will struggle to shoot f8. So that's when you employ a very fast lens like 1.4 or faster to shoot, and that's when you have that byproduct of bokeh, or separation from the subject. Because clever photographers use lights, shadows, and leading line to lead the attention from the viewer to the subject, and also using the light to shape the photograph. That's what photography is all about, you know, light painting, really, isn't it? So this is really important to understand, and bokeh isn't really there for you to look at in a sense of an artistic thing. Yeah, in the recent years, you know, things been emphasized a lot in terms of bokeh quality these days, because people seem to like that sort of effects, I guess. Don't get me wrong, I like that, I like the separations there, but you don't really want to develop a behavior or habit of just doing for the sake of having a bokeh ball, because you spend like $2 on a lens and then you just want to show that bokeh every single time. That's not the way to do it. So don't get lazy, go and shoot some nice content, nice photograph, nice video, and then just to have that look in your thing to tell the story, so you don't need to blow out everything every single time. So enjoy your photography. So we will talk next time in our next episode of Photography 101. So hope you enjoy that, and remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more, and click on the bell button to stay notified when the new video is coming out. So until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.